Hello there, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of the MTN Super Falcons show. My name is Osereme Ine Benebo. Now, as you know, the only thing that we do on this show is bring you closer to the Super Falcons. We bring you everything you need to know about the national team. And right now, most importantly, everything you need to know about the upcoming FIFA Women's World Cup, which is slated to go on from July the 20th to August the 20th in two countries, that is Australia and New Zealand. We are super excited as we count down to the biggest FIFA Women's World Cup. Now, today's episode is centered and dedicated to a fine striker of the national team. Her name is Desire Oparanozie. Now, I know that she has been missing, for a while from the national team, but she is back. Yes, she showed up and featured in two friendlies in Turkey ahead of the FIFA Women's World Cup. And also, she recently scored for her team in the Chinese Women's Super League. How cool is that? Well, as you know, we'll bring you everything that you need to know. She talks to us about her form. She also talks to us about everything she's expecting from the FIFA Women's World Cup. But first, we go on a quick break and we will be right back.
I wish you were here.
I'm always with you.
Get ready to encounter the incredible. And remember, no be juju, na MTN 5G.
Welcome back to the MTN Super Falcons show. And speaking of welcome backs, we are super excited to have Desire Oparanozie back on the national team. And I must say, she is in fine form over in China. She scored for Wuhan Jianghan's 3-0 win over host Beijing Beikong, which was super impressive. So now we got to talk to Desire Oparanozie, and she tells us about her return to the national team and, of course, what to expect from her. Here is Desire Oparanozie.
It's good to be back, first and foremost, and the reception have been very warm. A couple of my teammates, they were happy to have me back, and even the coaches and the backroom staff. The energy is very positive, having me back and all of that. And but me personally, as an individual, as a striker, I know the dream of every striker is to score goals and all of that. But for me, it's been amazing. I've enjoyed a couple of successes moving to China, and I'm enjoying my time. We just rounded up with the cup game where we played 6 games, and I scored 4 goals and 2 assists in that particular cup game, and then the league just started last month. We've only played 3 games, and out of 3 I played 2 and I scored 1 goal so far, and we are restarting again this weekend, so hopefully I will continue with the goal scoring form, and we'll bring it to the World Cup, God willing.
You're still locked into the MTN Super Falcons show, and I hope you're having just as much fun as I am having. Well, this is the perfect time to follow us across all social media platforms. It's at MTN NG on Instagram and Twitter, and it's MTN Nigeria on Facebook and YouTube, and of course, our very own channel, it's Super Falcons show. Now, speaking of the FIFA Women's World Cup, it's roughly 12 weeks to this huge tournament, and we've been seeing our players doing fantastically well for their clubs, and we hope that they replicate this fine form at home. Now, speaking of form, speaking of home, speaking of national team, it's time for us to speak to Desire Oparanozie, and she tells us what to expect and what she expects from the FIFA Women's World Cup.
Yeah, it's a tough group. It's a tough group. Right? We've always had tough groups at the World Cup, and I'm glad we've played 2 games, Haiti and New Zealand, and it's a positive game. We won good games, and I had to contribute my quota in the team, and everything is looking good so far. And hopefully, I make the team to the World Cup. I'm going to continue with the positive form and give my best to the team as I've always done.
Ovieme,
Oh, I wish you were here.
I'm always with you.
But it's not the same without you.
Don't beat that.
MTN 5G's amazing technology will change how we experience life and the internet. Get ready to encounter the incredible, and remember, no be juju, na MTN 5G.
Well, you should continue following the show because you never know. I just might take you, to Australia or New Zealand to catch our girls play. Well, that's the much we can take for today on the MTN Super Falcons show. But just before we leave, we have got the Who Am I segment. This is where we get to show you a silhouette of a player, and then you have to guess who the player is. So who is the player for this week on Who Am I segment? You should drop your answers in our comment section. That's at MTNNG on Instagram and Twitter, MTN Nigeria, Facebook and YouTube, and of course the MTN Super Falcons show pages. That's the much we can take. My name is Osereme Inegbenebo. Remember to catch this show every Tuesday on NTA at 9 a.m. and of course catch it on MTN's Ayuba app. My name, once again, is Osereme Inegbenebo, and it's bye for now.